it looks a little bit dodgy, so hopefully it's going to speed up soon. Today on my live show, I have one of my best friends in the entire world, Ben Nguyen. He is a fighter. Hey Ross, how's it going? He's a fighter. I've known him for most of my adult life, I'd say. Um, he used to save my ass quite regularly when I lived in Thailand. Protects me from all the scary things that's going on, like all big brothers do. So yeah, he's pretty much my surrogate big brother. So I am very much excited about this. He's also a fighter that's fought on UFC. He had a viral video when he knocked out a dick, which we're going to talk about today. If he turns up, which hopefully here he is. That could have been awkward. So yeah, and he also very importantly has two cats who are awesome. So that's going to be a very big part of our conversation, I feel. Hopefully he'll request to join in a sec, and then we are good to go. My internet is a little bit slow, so just bear with us. Hopefully it won't stay like this for the whole chat. If it does, then it's going to be really shit. Oh, we're counting out. Oh, no, there we are.
Here.
Hello.
Here.
My internet's playing up a little bit, so it might get a bit awkward, but it should be okay.
That's
How are
okay.
you?
Yeah, just woke up
7
and
a.m. in
got my
Australia.
coffee. I'm happy.
Solid.
Yeah,
Amazing. AeroPress. Do you make AeroPress?
I did make AeroPress and mix some coconut oil in there. Didn't have
Nice.
breakfast.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm impressed. For the people that are listening, I stayed with Ben in Australia, and we make AeroPress coffee every morning. And Ben introduced me to AeroPress. I would not have AeroPress in my life if it was not for Ben.
Yeah, you wouldn't
True story.
be able to make awesome coffees on the fly. Without
Exactly. It's a true story. Yeah, and they
yeah.
are like the best coffees ever. So, can't
Well,
beat it.
I use them for travel a lot because they're so
Oh,
compact.
really?
Yeah, because it
Yeah,
like
that makes sense.
fits
So,
in
like, you
place.
can take it to the hotel room kind of thing.
Yeah. And then
That's
sometimes
good.
I've got like a grinder and an espresso machine, but like I'll grind up like the coffee beans and put them in a bag, and then I go on my trip or whatever. Do it for fight
That's
camps and
a
stuff.
really good idea.
Yeah, so I don't have to go
I
anywhere.
mean, yeah, like obviously, well, I don't know, like what's the lockdown status at the moment for you? You've been out of it for a while, right?
Yeah, everything's been pretty normal here for the last couple months, last 3, 4 months or so. In my state in particular, because we actually shut our borders not only to outside countries, but to other states in the country. So we shut down to like Sydney and Melbourne and other states that were having
I just
issues with
also
the.
like to make the point that despite the fact that you sound like you're American, you're actually living in Australia. So for anyone that's
I,
listening who's a bit confused about that, that's the deal.
I am, yeah, I am a confused person. I don't know what well, I obviously feel like I'm Australian, but like I was born in America. I've got Vietnamese parents, so I'm Vietnamese American, and I live in Australia. So I kind of play whatever card.
Just like
I play
whoever's
whatever card
losing,
gives me the
you can
day.
be like, oh yeah, they're not my team anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like, yeah, I mean, just whatever works for you, really.
So
I
yeah.
mean, why not? Why not? I mean, I think it's kind of cool that you've got so many like connections to different countries because yeah, it's like always there's
Yeah,
always home. Anywhere you go, there's home, you know?
it's cool. Yeah, it's cool like to be have my backgrounds in so many different countries, but at the same time, it's hard to get that support from those countries as well. So like, you know, I'm kind of like caught in the middle where
Yeah.
am I Australian? Am I American? Am I Vietnamese? Like, what are you? So I don't,
Yeah.
it's hard to get that full support from like the country, because
Mm.
I don't try to like go under one flag,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
yeah, it's tough to get support, but like yeah, I feel like I'm an international person,
Yeah. Just a
I represent
human.
the
I
world,
mean, yeah.
humanity, love,
Yeah. I think
peace.
that's good. Yeah. Just a human, a person, a fighter. We're all one.
We are
All of
all
that. All of that fun stuff. So let's take it back to the beginning. To start with, like obviously I know the answers to most of these questions, but the people that are listening probably don't unless they've been stalking you. Which I'm not counting out, by the way, but it's less likely.
happen.
Here we go. Ben, I'm impressed with your progress. I had you in my speech class in Washington High, and you did a demonstration speech about how to break a wooden board with your foot. That
Whoa,
is
I
so
don't even
cool.
remember that. Oh yeah, I
Wow.
remember. Oh, okay, that's right. I did that in the basketball court. Yeah, it was for
That's
the
so cool. How
yeah.
old were you?
It was in high school, so it would have been like 16, 17, 18.
That's so cool.
What's up, Sioux Falls? Forgot you guys are named.
Oh, little
Yeah,
mini
it's like
Ben.
2 hours away. Yeah. It's
That's so cool.
yeah, I love
Well,
getting
thanks for
support
joining
from
us on
like
the
my
live.
hometown and stuff. Small town of Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Yeah, that's
Born
it.
and
That's
bred.
it.
I try to go back every year, but like this year, COVID year,
You ain't going anywhere.
yeah, wasn't going
Sucks.
anywhere. But
So when did you actually start? Like you started with Taekwondo, right?
yeah, I actually started with Taekwondo when I was young. Started when
Why?
I was 12, and then yeah, I got my black belt when I was 18. I was like,
For
oh man,
Taekwondo?
yeah, Taekwondo.
So wait, how long? It took you what? 6 years to get your black belt?
Yeah, yeah, 5 years. I think I was 17. I was 17 when I got it. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
it was
okay,
five
okay, okay.
years, and then I wanted to fight. Like in MMA, they called them cage fights back then,
Right,
and
right, right. Yeah, old school.
yeah, it was old school. So, uh, I wanted to go fight in this cage fight thing that was happening at the fairgrounds in Sioux Falls, and
That sounds amazing.
yeah, it's like you literally just rock up and they
Yeah,
pick an opponent for you.
like
Fight.
you'll do.
It's like, oh, okay, you look the same size as that guy. It's kind of like, Thailand, they're like, oh yeah, same,
Yeah.
same, you, same,
Yeah, they
same.
like pick the kids up and you're like, yeah, that's not an efficient way to weigh them, by the way. Just putting it out there. Yeah, they feel the same weight. They'll do.
Yeah,
Like,
you do.
will it though?
No. So I did my first fight, cage fight in Sioux Falls, and I thought I was gonna
How old were you then?
18, just old enough
Oh,
to
okay,
fight.
right.
And I
Had you already done Taekwondo by that point, or had you grappled as well?
no, I did nothing. I did nothing but Taekwondo. I thought I
Amazing.
could. I thought I could, dominate. I had my black belt. I thought I was so
How did
badass.
that go for you?
Oh well, yeah, not so well. You just got taken down by a wrestler and rear naked choke. So there you go.
That's not ideal, is it?
But it was good because it drove me
Taught
to
you that you need to
studying
grapple.
grappling. I actually started with judo, and I found a great judo coach, Peter Clausen, in Brookings, South Dakota, where I was going to school at. Did that, and then yeah, pretty much that's when I started to get the bug to train MMA, and I started training jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, like the only place in town, next Edge Academy, and from there I just fought. I actually that same year I was going to college, university, and I actually dropped out. to pursue this career fighting that I thought I could do, and yeah, my parents weren't too happy about that.
I
Almost
was gonna
disappointed.
ask you, like, how did your parents feel about that? Because I imagine that having a lovely, strict, well, not that strict, but Asian parents aren't exactly like, they're like, hey, if you're not going to be a doctor, then why are you even my son?
Yeah, they wanted me to become a typical Asian doctor or dentist or engineer, but I dropped out. I almost, yeah, I was trying to hide it, but they found out because I was obviously at home.
How were you gonna like continue to hide it if you like didn't ever graduate? Like, hey, I'm just repeating another year. Like, Ben, you're 30. Why are you still
Um,
repeating years?
it was just like it wasn't like a decision like I made. Like I was like, okay, I'm dropping out. I'm gonna do MMA. It was like, all right, so it was like around September, like right when the school season was starting, and it was like, all right, I got like this amount of time to get my butt to school if I want to, and I just kind of like just kind of pushed it further, and then I just ended up not even going, and then um, I think at that point, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna go to school. It was just like October or something. I was like, yeah, I'm not even gonna start next year's
It's like,
school.
yeah, I'm not into this.
Yeah, I'm a little bit late. And we need to study MMA and stuff, and that's what I did. So I pretty much like I stayed at home, and when I wasn't training, I was like watching, instructional videos like nonstop, trying to get better, and that's all I could think about was just training and getting better, and want to do that. And watching fights and stuff, I was like so into it. Um,
It's
then from
definitely
there,
an obsession thing, isn't it?
yeah. I got the bug, and
Yeah,
it was just like start to snowball, like my
yeah,
interest
yeah, for sure.
in it, and
And were you working at the time?
yeah. So I had to get a job if I wasn't going to school,
Like
and
a
actually,
proper job?
yeah, I actually got a job at a place called Best Buy. I don't know if you've heard
I've
of that.
heard of it. I've seen it on like American soaps and stuff,
Yeah,
or
okay.
like American TV programs. Like I've never seen it in real life, but
Oh, okay. Well,
actually maybe I have. Maybe I have seen it in real life, but
yeah,
I
they
think maybe I saw it. I went to a competition in America and I saw it and I was like, "Oh my God!" I was like super excited because obviously when you see something that you've only seen on TV in real life, it's so exciting,
yeah.
even though it's a shop that isn't really that exciting.
I mean, every time I go into a Best Buy, I'm really excited because it's like
Oh,
it's
okay,
like
fine. Like
a
I
big
feel better about my
track
excitement now.
of electronics.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, it's pretty cool. It's
I
like,
love
I don't
you.
know, like everyone raves about Costco, and we have Costco here as well, but it's not as exciting as the Costco in America. So Ben's just temporarily run away whilst talking about Costco. Yeah, like everyone's like, oh my God, it's like the most amazing thing in the world. And I'm like, I wish ours were as good as that, but I don't think they
Yeah.
are. Like, I feel like we're missing something here. Maybe it's space. Everything in America is big. I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe that.
everything bigger is better.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty much rules for life, right?
yeah.
Um, I think so. So you working like in a real proper job in Best Buy, and
Yep,
you
I
were
was working as
training.
a computer tech. I was working as like a Geek Squad agent, so I had to wear like the geeky uniform. It was like a black tie with the the collared white shirt that was short sleeve and black pants and shoes and stuff. So I was I was actually like, yeah, computer technician, working on people's computers in the day, and then at
Did
night.
anyone at work know that you were a fighter?
Not right away. I actually didn't tell anyone because I I just I don't know. I didn't know at that time. MMA wasn't really popular. Wasn't mainstream.
Yeah.
Didn't know what everyone would, how people would judge me and stuff, and yeah, I think it wasn't until like a year after I started working there, I they found me on Facebook and like, oh, you fight and stuff. It was pretty
And you're
cool.
like, not me.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's some other Asian dude. What you talking about?
Yeah, it's fine. Like it's someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so lucky that you don't get black eyes because that's like always the telltale sign for me. Like every time I try and keep it secret, I'll like walk in the next day with a black eye and I'm like, for God's sake, can my skin not heal like
I
overnight?
just I
But
just
you
don't
never
get hit,
get them.
I just
Yeah,
don't
you're
get
so
hit.
lucky. And maybe you're just good.
I just don't get hit. I
Maybe
just, head movement.
head movement. Unfortunately, I like to block punches with my face, where I feel like that might be where I'm going wrong. I don't know.
That's not
Potential for
uh,
that. You know, it's all good. It's all good. It's all fine. So you're working. I guess like you must have seen the video for the Tiger tryouts, and something inside you made you go, "Oh my God, I have to go to
yeah,
Tiger to Thailand. I have to go to do the tryouts." Like, how did you make that decision? I'm guessing you had to like either quit your job or like
yeah.
take a extended break or
Right.
something.
So when I was working at Best Buy, um, I had I started part time. I was actually came in as like a seasonal. It was like right before
Okay.
holidays, so I came in as seasonal. Kept me on as part time, and then they offered me a full time position, and then I got promoted to in home agent, so I got to like drive out to people's houses. That was pretty fun,
That
and
sounds fun.
yeah, it was really fun, and I was like really comfortable. I was thinking about, buying a house, settling down. I was actually like uh contemplating on retiring. Like I hadn't really done it. I was like, maybe a record of like 7-5 or something like that. Pretty average record. And I don't know, I just took a lot of time off and I was like contemplating retiring, and then I was like, and then one day, my coach at the time, Bruce Hoyer, found found out that they're doing tiger tryouts in Thailand, and he posted the link on his like on his page or something. But I found it and I was like, I'll just throw in my application because you have to
Yeah, like
apply
why
to
not?
get invited to
Yeah,
go. So it's not like everyone can show up. You have to apply. So
yeah,
I just kind of threw in my I just typed up like an email, didn't even do like a Word document or anything. Just like quickly typed something up. It's like, yeah, I did my record this and this. I'm Asian American, blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, let's see what this takes me. I didn't really think much into it. Um, I was at a so a few days later, I was on a work trip in Minneapolis. So I went to the headquarters for Best Buy, like HQ, like it's a big couple corporate buildings, like massive, like we're
big,
talking
big, 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 big.
right in Minneapolis. I was there, and I was like walking around on their campus, from like one training module to the next, and then I got the call. It was actually Brian Ebersol, head coach at Tiger Muay Thai at the time, and I was like, oh my God, how you doing? And he's like, oh, great. And honestly, I couldn't really hear much. I was like walking through like crowds of people. I remember I had two coffees in my hand because I was trying to, get some coffees for my workmates. And I couldn't hear much, and I just heard like this Brian is tired, invited to come, and that was about it. Like, but I knew that Brian likes to talk a lot. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
you know Brian, yeah, he likes to talk a
Oh,
lot.
I do.
So
He loves a chat.
yeah, chatted for a bit, and I was like, and then I got down to like my next training. I was like classroom setting, and I was like, I remember shaking. I was like, oh man, I was like, I gotta make a decision. Oh my God, I got invited. So yeah, from there remember I remember thinking because I was like, how am I gonna get out there? Like,
Yeah.
because they don't pay for your travel.
No, they don't pay
Or
you your
nothing.
travel.
You have to get yourself out there. So I had to like scramble to like sell some items and to get myself out there. I actually like sold everything that I like sold my car, I sold my motorcycle, I don't know, some computer parts or something. And actually yeah, I got some donations from people. That was really nice. That was like really nice. I'll never forget you guys. But that actually got me out there, got me a flight out there, and I I well before we even uh got into like going there, like making the decision was hard for me because I was like, I got this full-time job, I'm feeling comfortable, I'm ready
Like,
to
security,
buy
like
a house,
everything
maybe.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, everything's like, and then this, this little like opportunities up here, and I just knew like
Such
I
a
had
big
to.
gamble as well.
Yeah, it was yeah a bit of like a leap of faith, but like I just
Yeah.
knew I couldn't. It wasn't like it wasn't like uh I knew what was gonna happen. So like, but I couldn't like look back on that day where I made the
And be
decision.
like, I should have done that. What
Yeah,
if, what if, what if?
I
Yeah.
couldn't. Yeah, I just couldn't live with that. So again, live back looking at this moment, be like, oh shoot, probably should have done that. No, I regret it. Like I could have been doing this and doing that, but yeah, I pretty much based it off that. I was like, fuck it. If things don't work out, I just come back home. Cool,
Yeah.
no big deal. And that's what I did. I freaking went out there planning to be out there for a month, and yeah, I ended up staying out there for a few years and moving to a different country. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a
That's
that's a big long story.
a whole other story.
All long
Um,
I met
but
you, Helen.
you
That's
did meet me. You met me at Tiger at the trials.
I met you at the Tiger tryouts. Well, after the Tiger tryouts,
Yeah.
like right
You
after.
saved my ass from some pretty sticky situations.
Yeah,
Wasn't that fun?
crazy
But I
dude.
did appreciate it.
Yeah,
And we bonded forever. So that's,
we lived in
it's a
the
good
same
part of
like
it.
apartment building, and we were training at different gyms. Remember, you were training at
By
Puka.
that point, we were, yeah.
I was training at Tiger. We get home and we were like, just hang
Have
out at home and
dinner.
yeah, we go out to dinner and
And
stuff.
and something that people need to know as well is how cheap the food is in Thailand, but not just cheap, it's cheap and epic.
It's
Like
awesome.
it's so good. And because do you remember when you came to one of my fights and you just walked in because you were Thai? Thai.
It's Thai. Yeah.
You just like walked straight in and they just looked at you
Like,
like you just carried on. That was amazing. Just
yeah.
like, yep, I'm just gonna be Thai today. Do you speak Thai? No.
Yeah,
Are
it
you
was
Thai?
either
No.
that. It was either that or pay like
It worked.
$30. I was like,
Oh,
I
that's
didn't have that
hilarious.
money. Yeah, I didn't have
Oh,
money.
I remember that though so well. You just like walked in like, Ben, did you pay? No. Did you just walk in? Yeah.
Yeah, I just walk in. I've got the singlet on. Tiger Muay Thai singlet, look like everyone else, like kind of walk up behind the trainers. And yeah, there's one time I went to go watch uh I think it was Cody Stevens fight.
Yeah.
And
Oh, big up to Cody.
no, yeah, Cody Stevens. No, I watched John Gunther. His
Oh my God. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
remember that
The
guy?
the best moustache I've ever seen in my life, that guy.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Epic.
had to watch. I went in and watched him fight, and then we were walking up to get to the in I think it was Bangla Stadium, like go up to the
Yeah.
stadium, the Muay Thai stadium, and and we're walking up the stairs, and they let me go, but they stopped Cody like, yeah, yeah, you have to pay. Oh, you got.
Brilliant. And you're like, bye.
I was like, he got so mad. Cody got so
That's
mad.
amazing. Oh, poor Cody.
I feel like
A
it was
good guy.
about me, but
That's hilarious.
no, I know, yeah, it was
Like,
funny.
yeah, that's hilarious.
It was,
So you were in Thailand, we were in Thailand. We had an amazing time. You met the love of your life, and you left me in Thailand to go and live with the love of your life,
yeah,
which I can't be too angry about because, she's cool, but I'm still sad. Um, and you moved to Australia, and that's where you are now.
yep. So I'm in Australia now. I met April, my wife, also a fighter in Thailand.
An incredible fighter at that, by the way. She's not
Yeah,
just like your average, you know,
no,
like whatever. She
she's
is legit one of the best fighters
she's
I've
ranked
ever
number
seen in my
7
life.
on
Yeah,
BoxRec, or she,
yeah.
yeah, she made it to number 7 on BoxRec, which is overall,
She
so
is legit.
WBA, WBO, WBC, all those combined. So yeah, she's good. She's not
She
bad.
is incredible. And what I love about her fighting style is how composed she always is.
Yeah,
Like I've never seen her like even just for a second lose composure.
yeah,
Like that's the most impressive thing to me. That's so rare, such a rare skill. She's so just, and her head movement. Oh man, just like dream of that shit.
yeah. And
But she trains damn hard, so it's not like it just happened overnight. She trains bloody hard for it. But yeah, if anyone's wanting to watch some epic female fighting, go and have a look at April Adams. Imagine some of her fights
Armageddon
on YouTube.
Adams, Triple
Yeah,
A.
yeah. Got her T-shirt
Yeah,
and yours actually.
yeah.
Several of yours actually.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so what I really want to ask you about is, I know everyone asks you about the Jackal fight, but because he's such a dick, that's why people ask you. What I want to ask you is, okay, right. How did it come about in the first place? Because you were obviously the underdog. So how did the fight actually come about in the first place?
Wait, I was the underdog?
Well, I think so because like no one's heard of you and they had heard of him.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe because
So
in
like
that
he was
time.
like popular and then
Oh,
and no one had heard of you because you'd only fought in like America and Asia.
yeah, in that
And like
sense.
not even Asia, right? Just America.
Yeah, I just fought in America, and that was about
And you just like rocked up. You were completely basically unknown. And then you were just like insanely composed in the weigh in, and then you beat the shit out of him.
yeah.
But how did it come about? How did it like the whole fight come about?
So I was okay, so coaching at I was coaching in Australia, and one of the graphic designers, Win, right?
I do know Win, yes.
So
Legend.
he worked for the gym that I worked for, doing graphic design, putting together fight posters for his fight organization called Nitro MMA, and that was a promotion that was looking for another bantamweight fighter to fight the Jackal, their champion at the time. And I was there. I had a pretty big following because I was a coach, so I had like, a whole heap of students with me. And so they, nominated me to fight Jackal. Just on, I was a pretty good fighter at the time, and pretty big following. So in Australia, it's about how many numbers you can bring in and stuff
Yeah, of
like
course. That's
that.
the same in England, don't worry. It's like,
Yeah,
do you
tickets.
want the fight? Yes. Can you sell tickets? No. Well, then you can't
Yeah,
have the fight.
well, yeah, exactly.
Like, what the
Sucks.
fuck? Does it not matter how good I am as a fighter?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah, it's definitely a popularity contest.
yeah.
But
It's tough because like how do you? It's kind of like chicken and the egg. Like
yeah,
how do you get a following, or how do you
without
like
fighting.
you can't fight without a following? How do you get a following? Oh, you
Yeah,
you got to do
fight.
fights. So
Yeah,
like that's the chicken
yeah.
and the egg.
It's like when I used to apply for jobs like back in the day, and they'd be like,
Yeah.
oh no, you don't have enough experience, and I'd be like, but I can't get experience if no one will give me a job. Like, what do you want me to do? Work for free? Like, this is not how it works, bro. Like,
Yeah.
but I guess like you have to just wait for someone to just take a
Sometimes you
chance
do.
on you and
Yeah.
be in the right place at the right time, pretty much.
Yeah.
Um,
So I
and
was like,
luckily, you were in the right place at the right
I
time.
was right there, poised to fight Jackal. Did my training camp in Thailand, so I actually flew back to Thailand. Did about a month there training. Um, I flew back, and then it was like an overnight flight. And then the day I landed, I had to cut weight. I was all right.
So,
Wasn't the best,
okay.
but it's like some now like it's crazy. Like you think about fight schedule and how precise you have to be. Like I don't know how I did that stuff where I flew
I mean,
overnight, didn't get no
yeah.
sleep. You know, got there, landed, started to cut. We're talking like 10 pounds of water sometimes.
And
And
bear in mind that
when you
the
get off the
flight
flight,
always like
your
bloats
body
you
just
so
holds
much as well.
yeah, your body just holds so much.
Yeah.
It's just been sitting on a plane all day, and
Yeah.
now you gotta go cut
Fine.
weight. Crazy. So cut weight, and then freaking rock up at the weigh-ins, and the old mate gets into my face and does a little head nudge, boom, and then I was like, whoa, like this
Like,
guy's for
okay, that's
real.
the game
I
we're
was
playing,
just
is
like
it?
playing around, but now like that little head nudge, like man, that's kind of violent. It's not cool. And then I just knew like in the back of my head, I was like, dude, just like wait till tomorrow, bro. I'm gonna have something waiting for you right in these hands. And yeah, next day showed up. Um, got into the ring. I was just like, all right, let's get this party started. And then the strategy was actually to wrestle with him,
Oh, really?
but he was standing
Did not
so
know that.
close to me. Like he had like a really wide stance and like
Yeah.
doing like the cool Conor McGregor thing. But he was standing super close to me, and I just couldn't resist not punching him because I loaded him
Excellent.
up. I just loaded him up like left straights, boom down the middle. I was like angling out to my right, away from his right hand because we knew that he had like a big right hand.
Right.
He'd knock some dude out with it. So it was
Oh,
like
really?
angle, angle. So left, I was hitting him like boom, coming off the right hooks, and then like I was so angled at him when he threw his big punch, like I was waiting for it to come. He
Yeah.
threw that big right overhand. I saw it coming a mile away. Just ducked under it
Cool.
and just used that momentum. Just kapow! Right hook to the chin, dude. And the
And
feeling,
he goes down like a sack of shit.
he fucking went
Literally.
down. But I will never forget the moment my fist made contact with his jaw. It was like when you buy a roast chicken from the store and you pop off the drum leg, it makes that pop, that cartilage
Yeah.
pop, audible noise feeling, and then yeah, that's exactly what it felt. Just felt like I just felt his jaw just like
That's
swoosh
one of my
back.
favorite analogies, by the way.
Yeah, I feel
It
that.
works.
I mean that's exactly how it felt, man. Just like
That's amazing.
that click, that pop, man, and Rick. I just went in. I just from there. I just smelled blood, and I was like, finish him on the ground. And that was
But
it.
it was like watching it was like the first time you made contact with his face, it just looked like he was like, "Oh, we're punching? Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know we were punching today." Like, he was so shocked. He was shocked that you hit him. He was shocked that you connected with his face. He was shocked like about everything. It was like
heck yeah,
the look in his eyes was like terror, and
yeah,
it's like he deserved
yeah.
that.
I was
Like,
hitting
yeah,
some nice punches, some sharp punches, accurate, and I hit him with head kick too. Didn't see it in
I don't
the.
remember that.
It's not in the YouTube video, but like the full 26
Oh,
seconds.
okay.
I freaking like boom, I'm angling off right, so I go left, right, left high kick, hit him in the face. Boom.
Nice.
Um, yeah, drop down. I dropped him, finished him punches. The ref came in to stop. He like pulled me off, and then like I jumped up onto the cage. Like I just like had so much energy. Like I just found myself on top of the cage, and I was like, holy shit!
Oh yeah, because I remember like speaking to you right after, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you could jump on the cage," and you were like, "Neither did I."
Yeah, the
Like, I
cage
don't
is
know where it
high.
came from.
That cage is high. It's like jump, like one. It was like just like one big jump, and I was like, poof, like on the
Like
cage.
suddenly on top of the cage, you're like, "Oh shit, how did I get here?"
Yeah. Adrenaline, adrenaline is magical.
Oh, it really is. It really is. And so that was like well, obviously that video went viral like within what, like 24 hours or something. It was viral. Um, and that was like your first kind of big break, and like people actually started to know your name. And then the cool shit happened when the UFC was like, "Hey Ben, what's up?" So how did that come
Hey,
about?
Ben, how you doing? So, um, that video of me knocking out the Jackal didn't go viral until I think a year or two later.
Oh, was it? Oh, I didn't realize it was that much time.
Yeah, 2015 it went viral.
Oh,
And
damn. Okay.
yeah, and the fight happened like 2014, I want to say.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
a year
Okay.
and a bit. Anyway, uh, that fight went viral. I was still on a winning streak. I had won one more fight after that fight. So that put me on a 7 fight win streak at the time. Video went viral, uh, and the UFC needed a replacement at flyweight in a show in Australia in Adelaide.
Handy.
Andy, so I was like, "Hello."
Okay.
Actually,
I'm
Roger,
right here.
Roger
Oh,
Ware,
yeah.
yeah,
Roger
he got
did
he
the
got me
magic
in.
job for you.
Yeah, he
Play.
got me. Like he talked to the one of the matchmakers at the time, and then yeah, he's like, "Oh man, we got Ben over here. He's there right now. He's got a working visa. He's good to go, bro." And then yeah, he
So
freaking
big up to Roger for that connection.
huge, huge. I remember talking to him like, "Oh, thank you so much."
Yeah, like you've literally made my life. Like, what the hell? So like when they sent you the contract, like what was going through your like head? Like if any like if anything that was actually like comprehensible, what was going through your head?
Oh man, I just remember being so excited to. It was like I achieved my dream goal. You know, I actually freaking made it to the UFC, but I was still nervous because
Yeah, of
wasn't
course.
wasn't the end, right? It wasn't not
No,
the end.
of course.
Many people make
It's
it to
like
the
the
UFC.
beginning of the it's the beginning of the top of the mountain type thing.
Yeah. So it was like beginning my journey into the UFC and actually being able to, you know, support myself financially fighting. So
Yeah.
before that, I'd spent like what 8 years fighting for basically nothing. Pretty much having to have a job on top of
Yeah.
training and stuff. When I made it to the UFC, it was like I could just focus all my thoughts, all my energy, physical time, all that stuff into my craft, and I was so excited to be able to do that. It's just a dream for me.
So freaking cool. And was it like did they give you a one fight contract or two fight contract, three fight contract? What was it
Three
to
fight,
start with?
3 fight contracts are pretty standard.
Okay.
That's what I got, and uh, yeah, I ended up winning my debut fight in the UFC, which I felt like I had a lot of pressure on me because I felt like
Yeah.
the I thought I everyone I feel like everyone thought I got in because that viral video, and
Yeah.
they wanted to prove to everyone that it wasn't just that, I actually can fight.
Yeah.
Well,
Like more than a one trick pony kind of thing.
more than a one trick pony, and I ended up winning that fight by knockout, like 4 minutes 59 seconds in the first round.
Oh, I remember it. Yeah. I remember watching it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I remember after that fight, man, I felt like I was on cloud nine because I made it to the UFC, won my first fight in the UFC. I proved to everyone I could fight, and my parents actually called me and congratulated me, and that was like when they finally accepted what I did. I was like, that was a big moment for me.
Yeah, that's like bigger than anything else, really,
Yeah.
you think? So like what would you say would be your like three most proudest moments in your whole martial arts career?
Martial arts career, uh,
It's a big
debut,
question, I know.
um, beating up Jackal, um, debut fight, and then I think when I fought Tim Elliott, knocked him out or choked him out
Yeah,
in the
that's
first
a
round.
that's a fair fair list. I mean, God, can you like? I think most people would kill for just one of those things, and you've done all three.
Yeah, I think making over. Oh, I think getting onto the Tiger Muay Thai team was a huge thing.
Yeah, that's a pretty big
That
deal
was
too.
massive. I think that
Yeah,
yeah, I think that would be one of them for sure. Just
yeah, I think that's fair.
that was
You
that
can like add stuff. It's fine. Like it's not a strict list. It's just
was
like it's a
yeah.
rough guide, really. You know,
That was
you can
cool.
have more than three. I'll let
That
you.
that that was cool because I was pretty much like paid to train and live in Thailand, a different country, and everything's like exciting because there's something new, you know.
And it's like that's the sort of thing that like really very few people get to do. You know, obviously there was like what five people on the team that they chose, but it was like wasn't it like Danny Mitchell and his four midgets
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
pretty much.
It was
So massive shout out to Danny Mitchell, who I actually spoke to like about a year ago,
oh,
not that
cool.
long ago.
How's he doing?
Yeah, he invited me up to train at his gym, and then COVID happened, and I was like,
Oh, far.
oh. It was literally like, actually, probably less than a year ago. It was probably like beginning part of this year. He was like, "Hey, come and train." And then I was like, "Yeah, I'm definitely going to come train." And then COVID was like, "No, you're not." And I was like, "Ah, fuck." There, it's all good. So moving on to like home type life, let's talk about my favorite part of your life, which is Tofu and Yuki.
Oh, my
How
cat,
are they?
my
Your
babies,
cat, your baby,
my
the guard
babies,
cat.
my guard cat. Yep. Yeah, they're doing good.
So they're good. And
Yeah.
like, okay, so a lot of people have pets in their life, but what does it mean to you to have them? Like, what do they bring to the table in terms of your life? Do they help you relax? Do they help you to focus? Do they help you to feel like responsibility? Like, how do they benefit your life?
I think they're just they're more than just pets and
Hmm.
animals. They're they're like a person.
Maybe. Yeah.
They're they're people. Like they're people to me. They have their own personalities. Um, and I think with cats, really nice because you have to earn that respect and that it's not like a dog
Yeah.
that's always happy.
Yeah.
Cats will only give it to you if you deserve it or not.
Yeah.
So
It's so true.
I just my cats love to cuddle with me now. Like they weren't like that before, but like now they're
Yeah.
like so they
Now they're like, they'll do anything for a cuddle.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
Like
I don't know.
tofu
Like,
on my
I
lap.
feel like Yuki's more cuddly though.
No, actually it's tofu. He's
Oh,
more
is it?
one with no
Oh,
tail.
damn.
Yeah.
That must have changed since I saw them. Oh, maybe it was just with me though. Yuki was definitely more cuddly with me.
Yeah, Yuki's actually pretty cuddly now. He actually like comes sit on my lap. But
Oh.
it's really cute because they if they sense if I'm having a bad day, they just can sense it and they'll come and like
Yeah,
jump in my lap and like rub up against me and stuff. It's like they know. It's pretty
yeah.
weird. Like they can smell it
They're
or
like,
it or something.
yeah, like I heard a thing that was like all about animals and sensing negative energy. So like certain animals, like mostly like especially cats, they like sense negative energy, so they try and so it's like why if people are like, "Oh, I hate cats," then the cat will always go to that person because they sense the
Ooh,
negative energy. They don't know it's about them. They just sense that and they go, "Oh, I need to like fix that or whatever."
I see.
Um so yeah, so sometimes it's good if you like cats, but obviously sometimes it's bad if you don't like cats so much because then they will still want to cuddle and you will not want to give it to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so is there anything else that you do that like helps you relax, helps you focus? Like what do you do for that?
Can you relax and focus? Those those words are hard to come by these days because
Mm,
I don't know. I just
big
like
time.
especially now, like in 2020, dude. It's just like what's coming next? Is COVID gonna be over? Is Donald Trump gonna
No,
be president?
never.
Is Joe Biden gonna be president?
Oh God, yeah, we're waiting on that, aren't we?
So what helps me relax and stuff? I guess I don't know. It doesn't really help me relax. Keeps me distracted. It's like video games. Playing. I got like a pretty nice computer. Play some games. Used to play some PUBG, but now I'm playing really casually right now. I used to be really deep into it, but like I play really casual games now. So I've been trying to like do get stuff done around the house. We're renovating our house, so that's keeping me busy. And once I get
That's
all that
good.
finished, I can relax. Play.
Well, you say that, but once you get all that finished, you'll probably find something else to
That's
do.
it. I think I'm just never gonna be satisfied with everything that I do.
No, I
Yeah.
think that's life, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hope so, or it's just me that feels like that. I don't know. So where, like, now you're not with the UFC anymore. Obviously, like, I don't know what's sort of planet they're living on, but for some reason they didn't renew your contract. So what are you thinking in terms of your career? Like, are you going to go into coaching now, or like how do you feel
Still
about that right
fighting.
now?
I got a contract with Ryzen, so I got 2 fights left with them, and then we'll see where you go after that.
And are they all in Japan?
Yeah, so they're just in Japan,
Right.
and they're only doing fighters within the country right now.
Oh yeah, because of COVID. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not like it's not like the UFC where they got all this money and they can
Yeah, of course.
charter a plane full of people
Yeah,
over and do all the testing.
like hire an island casually.
Yeah. Can't do that. Unfortunately, that'd be cool, but
Yeah.
um,
Basically, anyone that's not the UFC, or actually, Brave did start to go back to. They did a couple of events. Yeah, but because a couple of my teammates fought, and actually Bellator did one show, didn't they, or two shows in Europe, I think, like Italy and France,
okay.
because it was the first French show that was professional. First professional show in France was in a cage. I think
Okay.
that was it.
Oh,
Because before they only had rings. Because like for
yeah.
some reason, people don't seem to understand that the cage is way more safe than the ring.
No, it's not.
Like
It's not. The cage
I
is like 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
no, but like the problem with the ring when it's grappling is that you take someone down and their head goes through the bottom of the thing. Like, was it Cody that happened to, or someone?
I think so.
Someone, yeah, I think it was Cody. Got like, or maybe not. I don't know. Someone, it was someone, and they got taken, or like they took someone down, and then they ended up going through the bottom of the ring. It's like
Yeah.
that's why rings are dangerous, guys. If you've got a cage,
Yeah.
it just stays in the cage. Like, surely that's safer, but no, apparently not. Um, okay, but you're gonna fight as soon as the borders have opened up. You're gonna fight on Ryzen. Have you got
Yeah.
anyone that you like want to fight, or have you not really thought about it? You're just gonna take what
No,
they
I
give you,
haven't thought about it much. I'm just kind of like hanging out for, what happens next. It's just really hard to tell. Like I don't.
well, that's it. It's impossible. It's like, we might fight again in 6 months. It might be a year. It might be 2 years. Like, I hope it's not, but the reality is that no one really knows. So
Yeah.
the it's a
Yeah.
guessing game.
Hard. Yeah.
Literally a guessing game.
Everyone's in it.
So okay, you're coaching right now though, right? Or not?
Yeah, doing a little bit of
Not
coaching.
right now, but like generally.
Yeah. Coach wrestling on Wednesday nights at Grapple Factory. So come to that.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, if anyone's in the area, they should
Factory,
head
by the
along.
way, come one time a week. It's completely free.
Wow. What? How is that a thing?
Just is.
Wow. That's like really, really good
The
marketing or
politics.
something. Because no one goes once a week,
Yeah. Well, if you're invested to go, like you're gonna pay some money. But
right?
if you're not,
That's
then we're probably you still come. Like we get drop-ins all the time, and it's awesome. I think it gives people it doesn't pressure people into signing big long contracts and stuff. They
yeah,
can just casually come as they please, and then once they get comfortable, once they start coming once a week, they'll start to come more times a week, and they'll start signing up. And those are the people that you want. You
yeah.
want people
Well,
to,
it's like more of a long-term comfort thing, and like it's more about the sport rather than the money, I think.
yeah. No
Yeah,
politics. Quite not. You just want people to come in and train. That's it.
that's really cool. That's
That's
like
really
a
cool.
really good way of
I
doing
think it's really awesome structure.
it. Yeah, that's really good. It's really,
Yeah.
really good.
Once I open,
Okay, so we're just gonna, huh?
Oh, I'll probably do the same when I open my
Oh,
job.
right. Yeah. Yeah, you should. And do you have any plans for that? Or are you just
Yeah,
chilling for a bit?
once I'm done fighting, I'm gonna open up my own gym. And
You and April together?
me and April together.
Yay! That's so cool. It's like the best news I've had all day. Um,
You're gonna
so we're gonna just finish off with some quick fire questions because it's fun. Okay? Ready? Jiu-jitsu or striking?
Man, that's really hard. Why do you do this to me?
I know. They're not
No,
all this difficult, don't worry.
jiu-jitsu is striking. They're like picking between two of your children.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna flip a coin. Where's
Amazing.
where's the coin?
Oh, amazing. I love it. That's dedication to not making a decision.
Pick it out of my little coin jar.
That's pretty cool.
Coin. There we go. Heads jiu-jitsu, striking, tails.
Okay.
Oh, it's jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu. Damn. Okay. We got the truth. The coins never lie.
No,
True story. This one should be easier. Tea or coffee?
tea or coffee.
Coffee, yeah. AeroPress. Takeaway or home cooking?
Takeaway, home cooking. I'm a cook guy. We cook all the time, so I'm like
You
a
cook
chef.
well as well. I can clarify that. So home cooking.
You don't even know, Helen. I've upped my game so much. I can make like
What? Okay,
I
I'm
made
gonna have to come
Filipino
and
food
test
the
out
other
the
day.
theory.
It's good.
Okay, I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah,
It's on, bitch. It's like
yeah.
cook off. Okay, where do we get to? Weights or cardio?
Weights are cardio. Ooh, cardio. Cardio.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
I'm surprised by
I like the grind. I like the
that.
runs. But I like lifting weights too. I train twice a week at the TTC Strength, getting me fit. You see me do my pull-ups and stuff.
I've,
Get
I've witnessed
strong.
this. Very
But
strong. Very strong.
I like doing cardio. I feel like I get into like a rhythm and the zone. I'll train for like an hour and then I'll do a run, skip some rope, shadow box, hit the bag, kind of mix those, kind of do like a little mini circuit
I can track it. Yeah.
for a long period of time. So it keeps me distracted and busy. And I just feel like I get into a zone where I'm like, all right, I'm working on this, like this combo, boom, 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 boom on the bag or something. I just do
Yeah,
that.
that makes sense.
I could do that for hours.
Yeah, that's cool. That makes sense
Like,
why I would choose cardio then.
and cardio
Huh?
cardio is like your bread and butter, man.
Oh yeah, for
It's
sure,
like
for sure.
if you're to pick the two, like being really strong or really fit, you have to go with being fit in MMA, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, endurance-wise, you do for sure.
MMA is an
The more
endurance.
muscle you have, the quicker it burns out.
Exactly.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunsets. I'm not a morning
Yeah,
person. You're
yeah,
lucky I'm
same.
here.
I am very lucky. I'm very lucky. I feel very privileged.
No.
Uh, Kangaroos or wallabies?
Oh, what?
I know, right?
Well,
It's a
I'll
meme.
be.
Huh?
Well, I'll be.
Wallaby. Excellent. Okay, favorites. Favorite fruit.
Favorite fruit? Fruit. Man, hey, apples? I like apples a
Oh,
lot.
really? Okay.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
apples. I eat them like
Okay.
before training all the time. Like, if I need a
Okay.
little bit of energy, I can just boom, apple.
And it's like not filling, so it gives you like immediate energy, like not too much. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
favorite condiment.
I thought you say favorite condom there for singing. I was like, whoa.
Like that's got a bit personal. Favorite condiment.
Sriracha all day.
Sriracha, yes.
Mm.
We just had a question also saying sweet or savory, which is a great one.
Sweet or savory? Holy shit.
That's difficult. Yeah.
Sweet. Let's see too.
Sweet. Yeah. Favorite animal?
Favorite animal? Cat.
Cat. Favorite dessert?
Favorite dessert. Favorite dessert. Favorite dessert. Cheesecake? Is
Oh,
easy.
yeah, good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Last
Brownies?
one.
Your brownies.
My
Oh,
brownies.
oh my god.
Yes.
So
Yes.
good.
I do make good brownies. I have not made them for
So
so
good.
long. Oh, I need to make them soon. Yes.
Yeah.
I went through a stage in lockdown where I was making them like every single week. I was like addicted to brownies. It's like, okay, I need to stop making these for a while because this is getting ridiculous.
I
Last
remember
question was
I remember
your
when
huh?
you were here and you made them and then I was I was like cutting weight so I couldn't have
Oh
and
yeah.
I was like I'm just gonna have half of a slice and
And I was like, no,
you
you're
looked
not.
at me and you're like I want to see you try to have last half the slice.
That's exactly what
And yeah,
happened.
I ended up eating, I just like took one bite and I smashed the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But you still made weight, so
Yeah, you
it's all good. It's all good. What is your favorite style of food? So like
style.
Thai, Chinese,
Japanese?
European, huh?
Japanese? I like Japanese a lot.
Japanese?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
it's
I
like
don't we don't really have that much Japanese food here. I need to like get out and try some.
oh man, UK has some bomb ass ramen shops there.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point, but it's all in London and I'm not in London, so yeah,
Yeah,
bad times.
yeah.
But that's all good.
Oh,
She'll, everything is shut now anyway, so like we're in like full on lockdown again, so it will be a while before we manage to get out. But, they'll still hopefully be there when we get back, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
yeah.
Nah, fingers
When?
crossed.
How long are you gonna
Anyway,
be down?
oh, we went back in today, so
No,
we're on day one now.
how long is it gonna be?
I mean, they say 3.5 weeks,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I do not. They originally in our first one they said like it's going to be a 3 week lockdown, and then it was like 4 months.
Oh,
So I do not trust anything they say for that reason. So despite the fact that people are like, oh, it's going to be 3 weeks, I'm like, yeah, it's not though, is it? So
yeah, yeah. That
it's
sucks.
not.
That
Yeah, it
sucks.
does, but just gotta deal with it.
What are you gonna
So
do? Like, how are you gonna?
be sad, cry a bit,
Hmm, don't do that.
don't know. Write, work on my business, study.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
We have one more question. Oh, where in England am I from? Not a question for Ben. Love it. I
Yeah.
am from Surrey, Hampshire borders, so I'm just in Hampshire, but like really close to Surrey. So yeah. Um, you can
I've
probably
been to
tell by
where
the
you live.
you've been here. You've been here, and I have a video of you in the garden centre right next to my house. In the the snow thing, you remember?
Yeah.
The like little it was like a little train set going around with like little snow globe things,
Oh
and I've
yeah,
got
I
a
remember
video of
that.
you popping your head up in the middle of the snow globe.
Yeah, I remember
So,
that. That was so
yeah,
good. That was
that
such a
was
good.
so much fun. It's so random, but it's like the best Christmas display every year. Like not the best as in quality, but like the best as in I've been going there since I was a kid, so it's like just
Yeah.
reminds me of a simpler time. But we all love that. Anyway, right, is there anyone you want to shout out? Sponsors, coaches, just cool
Yeah,
people.
really, just keep it simple.
Fuck them. Fuck those bitches.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for getting up early at 7 a.m. You were ready with a coffee, and it's probably now closer to 8, I imagine.
Yeah.
Don't know what time it is because my phone
Man, I
is
can't believe
on
an hour
Instagram.
went by. Shit.
Yeah, it goes so quick, right? But
does.
like Instagram Live has an hour limit, and the amount of times I've gone to like it gives you a 30-second countdown, and the amount of times I've gone to like it, I'm like chatting away, and suddenly it's like 30 seconds left, and I'm like, no, I'm not ready to finish yet. It's like so dramatic.
Yeah. All right,
But
hon.
you know, thank
Well,
you so much. We'll
yeah,
speak to you
catch you later.
soon.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. Bye.
Bye, everyone.